Hey, Charlie, your screen's blank over there. Okay. Hey, good morning, everybody. Getting ready to trade here. I was doing some videos over the weekend that I never got done, and I moved my stuff around, so I'm just kind of checking to see. My picture still seems to be in the right spot, huh? Generally, you can see everything there. I can make that a little bit bigger, scare people. Okay, because it's a different. This is a slightly different layout, so I just wanted to make sure. I was actually doing a video building a layout from scratch and giving it away for free, and I never finished it, so you'll have to stand by for that if you don't have it already. I'm probably going to do like an indicator on there for free too, so you should make sure you are alerted to my videos. It's so hard now to get stuff done because a lot of the time that I would do this stuff is like between 9 and 10 a.m. my time. I would do some videos, or I wouldn't burn myself out. Then I'd trade the RV strategy at 10, and then I'd trade a session prior to that, pre-market. I don't know exactly why my scheduling's so messed up, but I just don't seem to have the time to make just those other videos that everybody keeps emailing me about that they want. So I will get there again. Stand by. It will happen. A lot of stuff going on. Let me read the news. This is the Professor with Day Trading for Success. So right now, my disclaimer is malfunctioning. I don't know where it goes when I click on the screen with it, but I will tell you I'm not a licensed financial advisor. You should seek the advice of someone licensed before you try to emulate anything that you see here on this channel. Be careful. Trade in a simulator first. Don't trade with any money you can't afford to lose. Trading is risky. Okay, so there's all that. And I do recommend that you have a day trading plan. Obviously, I put mine up almost every day, but I only go in 25% of my overall position. I have a max loss per trade, a max loss per day. I log. These are things I recommend you do, even if I don't do them, because I was just thinking like I don't log as often as I should. I kind of log at the end of the week, and it's mostly about what I'm showing you guys to try to improve when I get the feedback. So I'll start to log and make notes of that. So any feedback from you guys that's constructive and not just mean is helpful to me. Letting me know how you're doing is helpful. I get emails, but not a lot of comments. It'd be great if people put them in the comments. If this is helping you, how you're doing. I'm getting offers from other channels to move away. So inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing, please. It does take a lot of my time, and as you know, it's all free. So news today, there's a lot of stuff going on. I was listening to the stories. I looked at BYD too, which is probably going to go straight down. So many shares were sold from that, and Nvidia. And then there's this whole thing that happened just before the weekend where Trump is charging $100K to renew visas. That created a panic, and then he said not existing ones. And how's that going to affect the large and mega cap that can afford to pay the $100,000 or affect the smaller ones? I mean, there's all this debate going on. What's really going on here? Trying to keep jobs here, but if you're cutting away a lot of really good, educated people, things, startups that happen may not happen anymore. So, yes, let's get jobs here. I agree. We need jobs here, big time. How to do it? Lots of discussions about that. I'm not going to get political, but I am just talking about it because of how it might affect the market and what we do every day. But I do believe Tesla, because of BYD, having a huge sell-off in China, is going to send Tesla up. That's my feeling, that it's going to continue to go up today. And I think Apple's going to continue to go up. I-17 has got really good pre-orders and stuff, or ordering for it strong. I'm turning this guy down a bit. Now this is Benzinga that you're hearing right now. I know most of those guys. I've been partnered with them for a while, affiliate, and I have a link to get this. This has been Zynga Pro. This is set up right now for what we trade, but I have other ones set up for the pre-market momentum and then just regular momentum. And I can go over all this with you. This is one of the videos I haven't made yet that I really want to make. But there is a link to Benzinga. This is the best news story that there is out there, the best news to get. And you can usually make your money like the first day that you have the service back, that whatever they're charging these days, which is on. I should know that if I'm going to promote it, but there's a link to it. It sends you right to their deal. And then, of course, if you use the one on the channel, I benefit from that, and that helps me, so I'd appreciate that. Well, we'll get into a more tutorial about that, but just having the guy read the ticker about new news that you don't have to sit and read it is, see the SPY's going up. So I kind of figured that was going to happen today. It started down. Anyway, so let's continue. Apple bullish. Palantir is slightly bullish. AMD neutral, of course, because I have a position in that. Oracle neutral but volatile. Amazon neutral to slight bullish, which is interesting that they're playing it that way with this news. Hood is bullish, flow driven. MU slightly bullish. VST, that's neutral. That's Visa was on the hit the scanners this morning too, right? Yeah. Neutral. BABA neutral. BYD bullish, which is interesting. It's speculative, it says. Slight bullish. Coin bullish. Bitmine slightly bullish. SPY is bullish. QQQ is bullish. And then Tesla, I already said bullish, right? TQQ bullish. OKLO is neutral. There's no real big stories to hit. That's why I went to the individual stocks. We're really leaning toward earnings now to see what's going to happen with how it's going to affect the market as the earnings come around here. So that's the basic stories, though. So I'll get that out of my way here. And let me get my scanner over here. So we did an interesting thing. We figured out, let me show you how we're doing, everybody that's here. That's the updated trader view statistics of how we're doing. So it might not have had Friday's completed. But one of the things that Charlie and I figured out, because although she did good on some pre-market stuff with the other guys and is doing amazing in her account, this part that we're doing together, she was following me into some of those open trades, and she had figured out that it was almost double this amount if we had not taken those trades. So because I'm digging out of the hole, so I'm getting green, but it would be green so much more every single day. Not every day, but even when I make money on the opening trade, I end up continuing to trade it, right? And then I lose money. So that was a little sobering. I've always said don't do it. It's an exercise I do to because for entertainment. It's a stupid thing, right? If you're trying to make money, I'm not. This low share size is not, my big deal. So I just want to have fun. I want to have the exhilaration. I'm a thrill seeker. I always have been. So that is not a smart move for you guys that are following along. So that's why I say it all the time. Don't do that. But when she pointed out that she did it anyway, just trusting that, eventually, I'll be more right than wrong. And it didn't work out. So anyway, so I'm not going to do the open this morning. Instead, we're going to wait for the consolidation from the 11th to the 15 minute in after market opens on the East Coast of the United States, which is 9:30 a.m. So somewhere around 9:45 to 10, we will look into getting into the trading. We'll look at the price action after the move, and I will not trade the open. I keep telling myself, like, you will not do it. But no matter what, guys, you should not do it. Let's see here. Yeah, I can hold that ATR there. Yeah, those not ATRs, those fibs are, well, yeah, those fibs are still pretty current. I don't think I'd mess around with them. These, though, on Tesla are absolutely not what I want to keep here. So that's from the intraday trading to recover and to make more money the other day. So Friday, I think it was, yeah. That one looks good. That one looks good. Those other ones look okay. Yeah. So historical data that we might mark from Friday that's legit is, wow, look, it's already moved a huge move. Yeah. Yeah, that's a huge move up already. Look at that. Then it pulled back. People took profit. That's already marked. Look at how that was respected from Thursday. And the fib picks up the other stuff, which is basically the high. There's nothing to mark. It's already got respected levels, but it is something that we're gonna want to watch very soon after the open, because if you can afford, just do lower share side, you should make money. The other one is Apple should be continuing to go up. Now, a lot of them say that it's at its high here when you listen to the people that are rating the value. But I don't think so. Somebody said this morning it would go up to 305, and other people are right around the level it's at right now. So, but the pre-sales are really good. What do we have for historical data? Nothing, unless you go way, 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 way back. So no sense to mark anything unless it does a big dip, and then we might want to come back. Otherwise, we're going to want to look at the action that's consolidated and do, unless we want to do a fib extension, which I don't really want to do. I find the way the market is these days, the extension isn't working very well, so I've stopped showing you guys that. So NVIDIA, again, now that one it's down from the close, but it's something we want to watch. I mean, if anything, because of how much was sold off of this, I would tend to be short biased today, although it said bullish. Because overall, I'm bullish on this move, but a short term, because of this big sell-off, you might get a reaction, because that was a lot of shares that were being sold. And you can look up more details on that story if you want. Something to watch. It does look like we could mark this if we wanted to trade it today. It looks like it's markable for fibs. So let's go to, I haven't been trading this in a while, so, I mean, not really a trade here or there, but nothing, not trying to consolidate, going on a consolidation level. So we're open in just 4 minutes. I'm not rushing, because I don't want to trade. I want to stop myself from trading the opening candle, see how lack of control I have. The thing is, what will control you, of course, is fear and greed. And I'm not going to have the greed, because it'll be smaller share size for anybody that does happen to want to do what I'm doing. But, and I definitely don't have the fear. So what drives me, right? What is it? It's just the thrill of seeing it's gamifying the trade at the open. So I would tend to just talk myself right into doing it. Like, what's the big deal? And, I don't want people to follow me, because then it becomes a big deal. You can't follow me. I can't, if I were to do such a thing. But I'm consciously saying I don't want to do it here. So let's hope I can stick to my guns here. It's going to pass before I even know what happened here. I just want to have fun. Wow, look at NVIDIA. This is what I was saying. Like, I think it's going to go down, but who really knows, right? We don't really know. What I want to watch is stuff like Tesla and Apple. Now, Apple would be safer to watch. Tesla might just take off, but God, would you want to get on that merry-go-round with Tesla, because it's just so volatile. In the end, we just need to wait. I want to see if something else, large cap, mega cap, either with a catalyst, hits the Benzinga watch list I have here, scanner that I have set up, or the scanners here that are set up, which are basically, there's two different scanners designed here. This one is at least 50K per 1 minute candle in volume, minimum of that. So this is a special code. It shows how far from the high and a bunch of other things. And then the other one is 100K per 1 minute candle on average over a 10-day, 1 day. So those are ones that we get a movement and a recoil, where you can take the scalps, so I'm going to get off this stock. So good luck today, guys. It's opening in a minute and a half. Be careful. This slow and steady wins the race. We can make money. That's what we're doing. Just slow and steady is what we want to do. I'm going to go watch this and just salivate as I don't take this move on Tesla and see if it just goes straight up, because I get this feeling like it's going to. One minute. So I will be spending some time in Spain coming up. My trading hours will be different if I trade at all during those times. What are we doing here, guys? Let's see. Just trying to make sure I've got everything set up for you. All right, here we go. 20 seconds. Exciting. Right? Right, ready? Keep the share size low. Max loss, be careful. Let's make some money. Whoa, not what I expected. Oh, it's tempting to buy that dip. So profits being taken here. Look at how fast that. $2. Take that trade. $2 up already. Boom. There we go. 3, 4, 5. 1,000 shares, $5,000. It's hitting the ATR, about to be for the RV strategy. It's just kind of fun to watch. Some of you, I'm sure, did take that trade because you're crazy and you're doing wonderful. And now I would take my profit and turn off my computer if you got that trade. Just walk away. Walk away. Don't look back. Look how the volume just went and stayed there, 750,000. So now it's calming down. So what happened with Apple? Apple took off too, over $1 high. Oh my God, look at it go, huh? There goes, and NVIDIA just kind of stayed steady there. Hood stayed steady. Palantir went up about $1. Oracle just steady. They're expecting some moves maybe out of Oracle, so I put it up. It's on the scanner. Amazon is going down. That's more likely what will happen with Amazon today. AMD, it went up. Look at that. Good. AMD, go, go, go. I need it to go up another $10 at least for me to even feel comfortable. So it pulled way back from my position. Broke the ATR. There it goes, boy. This could hit really big numbers today, as it's generally good news for Tesla today. So, and now people don't hate him as much and all that stuff. Although he was at that memorial thing, so he made up with Trump, I guess. I only bring up politics because it might affect the stock. But I'm not sure that I do not believe that's the reason Tesla went up today, though. Those are my indicators going off. I have most of the alerts turned off, so they don't affect your custom indicators. When you hear that sound, if you're listening to me, it doesn't make you think that it's your sound. So yeah, I'd love a big pullback here, but it's still a little early to even think about anything. We're not even 3 minutes in. So what hit the scanners? Anything different? Volume tops off with NVIDIA, then Tesla, Apple, Hood, OKLO, Oracle, Palantir, and then it's just, it's deep over here on this scanner. This scanner's Apple, NVIDIA, Tesla, Palantir, Hood, Oracle, AMD, Amazon. And then the 50K one is different, but they're hard to borrow. We don't want to mess around with the hard to borrow ones like Bitmine, IO and Q. Just watching stuff, getting ready, just biding my time. Remember, trading is about waiting. Oh my God, it's hitting the fib now. That's the high. There it goes. Boom. I knew it was going to go. I just knew it, and I didn't take it because I told Charlie I wouldn't do it, and I told myself. So there we are. We have a new high. Really love to get a retracement, then a blow through. That'd be the time we would look about trading this. And if you go in it, boy, be low share size. Be ready to hold into a dip. Be ready to hold into like $3 or $4 down. So you need to adjust your share size accordingly. 5 shares, 10 shares, whatever it might be, that you can make that move. Remember, you're only going for like 150 if you're trading along with me, roughly about 150 a day. So you want to keep things in control here. You don't want to go try to buy the new Porsche or Lamborghini or whatever you're buying. Just slow and steady. So 435 is a resistance. That's right at the high, 435.50. It banged back. It's retesting this upper fib, which is based on the high level. Both fibs are there because of that, which just tells you it's in a trend. When both fibs hit the same high mark, that means from 2 days to 10 days, it's just been going up. So it just broke a new high. I wouldn't know when to jump into this. I would want a retracement. Holy crap, look at it go, huh? Anything else we can go look at besides this? Yeah, Apple's 250 now. Look at it go. We need these to settle down, guys. We can't, You might get lucky. I'm sure a lot of people are making big money just following these up. But it's not the safest way to trade. And people would disagree with me, I'm sure. Oh my God. Will this ever stop? Definitely do not want to short this. I'm looking at Apple, but I'm thinking right here we could get our goal very, very quickly if we can get it into some sort of a consolidation mode. But geez, at some point today, this is going to retrace quite a ways down. This might go up to 240, 245, and then hit right back down here to 234. You lose faith, and you could be riding the wrong way. You could be riding it long as it makes its move, and you just got to cut your losses. Figure out, make a plan, for that trade, and then follow it, because Tesla, you cannot predict its movements up and down like I would on a normal RV stock. You just cannot do it. A lot of times I will call it based on the levels and the indicators, and it's right. And then all of a sudden, no. There's a lot of volume on this still. Here we go. Let's get a retracement here. Come on. Still not 10 minutes in. We really need a retracement. You cannot just jump on this. Oh my God. I'm getting ready to, on a small retracement, get in, guys. And then that would be the time that you guys wait, because it'll go straight down. Oh my God. What is going on? I knew it was going to go up, but I kind of figured it would be a little stair-stepping slower than this. Let me get over to Tesla's news on this platform. Open interest in changes for September 22nd. Tesla momentum dominates the tape. Fundamental analyst targets are raised. So it's out of control. All right, so I'm going to get ready to catch a dip here if I can. Oh, yeah, I'll trade off this. Let me just see what I've got here. I still have this on, yeah, day. Okay. Wow, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and try to catch that dip. You guys are waiting, right? Because I went in and it's going to keep dipping. So, yeah, it's just 50 shares. So I got it at 88. I'm only 50 cents off my position. Right now I'm $1 off, roughly. And I'm willing to add to this and go deep into this move. So let's see. Yeah, I knew it was going to happen the second I got in it, right? Now I could bail here, but I'm not going to do that. So that's at 438. I'd like to see it break 438. I might go average into half my share size if it goes up to 438, but it's going this wrong way still. Got a little sooner than I probably should have, as you can see. Still would not want to add till 438. It needs to show me that it's going back up. It's turning around. Waffling. Nope. It's still fading here. There's the 9. That was a big drop there. Now I think more like 437. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that because of the way it moved. I will get out market if it shows me a big green up there. So now I'm at 438 even, really, 438.03. So I'm much more likely to get a good trade here as this pops up.
Shares of Apple pulling back now from the highs up about 2%, getting at $310 price target at Wedbush this morning at APL.
We do not want this to drop $6 down here. Oh, I don't like the look of that at all. That was not a pretty looking candle there. Taking a big chance here, guys. Taking a big chance here now with this kind of share size for you guys. If you're, make sure you stick to your max loss. I went in a little before it was consolidating. I went in on the dip to go up still. And of course, I knew it was going to stop going up, and I went ahead and took the chance anyway. It was exciting. This is exciting, even though it's down. I want to add to my full position, but I want to wait for a confirmation. And keep in mind, I'm willing to go down like $1,000, so I'm sure you guys are not. So, you know, keep that in mind. That's the MACD sending it down. So be careful, guys. Just waiting. We're just going to wait it out. We're going to be calm. Get it to retrace back up there and get up to 440, which is, it just seemed like it was going to keep going. You know how that goes, right? So I just was like, you're missing the whole move. There's the FOMO. Should have waited for the retracement. So I'm in this little bit of predicament now where I could have made much more money had I jumped in down here as it turned around, right? I'm assuming I'm going to make money. That's why I say much more money. And they're going to hit me on the market, right? So it needs to be a big swale up, a recoil up as I get out. So it's moving upward as I get out, not pulling back, and then it hits me for like 50 cents. You know, market maker just destroys me. Got up here closer to my position within 15 cents and then pulled back. Now it's consolidating, and it's consolidating right out of my position. So we needed to stair step back up, or I will need to have to add to my full position down here, which is very risky. I could take a lesser loss as it comes up into this area But I want to ride it till it gets back up. I'm hoping it's going to get back up here. So that's good that it's another green candle. 5 minutes shows nothing but green. 15's nothing but green. So you can get lost in this micro data thinking that you're in a really bad position when you're not, So when this breaks this 15 minute right here and it's still green, people are going to jump in this trade up still. So it's too early for the magnet, but this isn't set up for the magnet. I'm not going to deal with it right now because I might have to jump out of this position. I'll fix the magnet in a second. The chart should be on today, not 1 day. So I could have got out there for probably like a $15 loss if I was scared of holding this. There's some green, finally. Let's get a big move up there after all this, right? We took a big dip down. Let's get that back up into the, I'd like to see it up to the 439 maybe if I could, at least get some. I'm watching the price. See, I was watching the price action go, maybe I should have just taken that. It's not about how far down it was, right? It's about just getting a green trade, figuring out where is it going to stop. So it seemed to stop at that 38.50. So 50 cent, a little bit below that, would have been a decent trade for me, $50, had I gotten that. So I'm not going to get over greedy again because it isn't just going right back up. It's sort of taking its time here. So let's see. I want to refigure this and get out of this position for some money and then pop in with a better attitude of where I'm going to go. So I'll take that measly $21 and it's going to probably shoot straight up. So now I'm going to go back down to 50 shares and now let's get this chart set up correctly. Remember, if you're using the market magnet, make sure your chart's set for today, not 1 day. That is key, or you will not get the correct data. Okay, so our first trade was a winning trade, even if it was, I wish it was bigger. It is popping back down now. So if we're going to stay with this and not move over to Apple, which seems to be consolidating too, we needed to set some levels here. So I would stay long biased. I think it's got another $10 to go today, would be my thought. But no one knows, right? That was my shoulders lifting. I don't know. 15 shows red now. 5 shows red now. Yeah, so that would have made more money on that trade now. But I'm not going to jump in long right now. I want to see some recoiling, some retracing. Let's take a look at Apple. I feel lucky that I kind of got out of that green because I went in way too early. Had I waited, it would have been way better for me. There's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for on a 1 minute chart. Long biased, it kind of found its top, which is right around the 151 even, and then pulled back here to the VWAP, which is 149.75 in this area here. So this is I'm going to mark this area because it hit a tweezer move here, and it's right at the bottom of the market magnet. So this is a viable stock to trade. Let's look at the let me look at the overall setup here. I don't want to rush into anything here. So we're getting into the time now. We're 16 minutes in now. It's a strong, it looks like it's due for a pullback here, a retracement down. If you look at the 5 and the 15. Now, can we get some? I would be inclined to short off this level. 150, a little bit above it. Looks like it's not going to keep going up. 151.28 is its high. Right there. So shorting up in here or going long down in here right now. So let's see how fast we're moving here just for the recoil. Just about, there we go. That was 8 cents. Seems to be between 5 and 8 cents is all we're getting. The way it's moving. in a short period of time. Obviously, that's what I'm looking at, like quick scalps. So this is saying 23 and 22, but it's still averaging the last 9, which was pretty hefty. But it slowed down with this doji. Here's the bulk of the price action, right where the magnet is. You can see now it's above it, pulling it up.
FLGC moving, continue to move lower now off the highs.
So we're just gonna bide our time. We got 21 bucks, or what? I don't know what you guys ended up with. Maybe you made your goal on that if you traded that at all. So this is really consolidating now. This is what we're looking for. To just try to take some short term. It's almost too slow right now. We need a little bit bigger candles than that. That range was, well, the range of that was not shown on my thing up there, but. $0.33, 24 cents, 18 cents. So that is the ATR high right there. So it broke it and it's retesting it. Okay, and you have the 9 moving average, the 20 moving average, the VWAP. More of a move down right here than up. So we know we're long biased, but it went up already. So there, it already before the market opened, it broke the RV ATR range. But this is great action to try to catch some of these. So let's see if we can get them. I kind of like to see it dip down here. Then I would go long down in this level. It's a little soon here. Just waiting. I'm just going to try to be patient. I would prefer to go short up here than to go long down here. It seems like it hit a top for a while, so I would rather play the retracement down and be prepared to add to my position. So Apple, if you're doing this under the PDT, like I recommend, you can go 400 shares, no problem. Well, it's not no problem. It's right on the edge of that now that the price has gone up since I set those levels a while ago. So I have a IRA position in this that's getting very close to that. I'm glad I bought it when it was way up here before, thinking it was going to 300 back then. There we go. Let's drop. You're just too much in that same area. I'm going to go market because our at the 250, I would go market, even though it's not all the way to its bottom tweezer move there. 250 is a pretty good support level. I would presume that would be a strong support level that a lot of people are waiting to buy in right there. So I'm just waiting for it to get to it because we're only moving 5 to 8 cents. So I could just sit right out of position for, an hour or whatever, 15 minutes. You know how that goes. So let's just make sure every trade's a good trade, and we're just going to wait. There's lots of opportunities we're missing. I'm just looking for a more surefire one, in my opinion. Wait for the setup. Knowing you're only going in 25% of your position, so you have a chance to correct it if it starts to go back the way you need it to go after it was going against you. So this is going to pull the price action up. See the magnet coming in here? Watch this magnet pull up, and usually that's a springboard. Not always, and sometimes it might take even a minute, 30 seconds to a minute. But if that pops up due to this volume, then most of the people are there now. So now that's the way to go. See what happened? So it just literally called it for us. So now I'm looking as close as I can get to 251 to sell up there and go short. Is it going to stall there? Getting ready to go in, guys. Yeah, it's stalling. So I went ahead and went in at 77, getting ready to add to it if it goes up and turns around. But right now, at the 77, 50, 77, looking for a recoil back down to this magnet level. That's what I'm looking for. I will buy out for just a little bit of money. There we go. Oh, wow, see that market just screwed me there. Oh, well, I thought I was at least a double digit there. I saw 11 and 13, and it took me all the way down to 6. Nice, huh? Could have got out on bid for sure. But it was a green trade. A tiny, tiny green trade. Get a cup of coffee. That's a Starbucks cup of coffee. They're over $5 now, right, for a good espresso. Double shot. We need more money than a double shot espresso. So I am definitely looking to go short again as it gets higher up here. I'll take that. What did I get it at? 88. I'm comfortable with that position. I might try the bid this time, depending on its movement here. As it recoils down, which I'm expecting to happen without me having to add to position. Let's see.
No comments from Feds Williams is scheduled for 9:45. That has been canceled.
Do believe Apple has not reached this high yet. I'm just trying to benefit from the movements as it stair steps up. So I tried to get at that time. I did get the better. So we got 19 bucks on this stock. Just 100 shares, very low risk. Not ready to buy down here. I know it's going up. I feel like we could get one of these before it continues, you know. So this didn't make a higher high until way over here. So on the 1 minute, no patterns yet on the 5 minute or the 15 minute, just straight up on the 15. Looking for the 151 to reject off of. I'm going to let it get right up there, maybe punch through it. There it goes. What'd I get it at 04? Okay. Now it may go to 2025, whatever, before it recoils, so above it. So I kind of would like to get a higher share size in this, you know, because this is hard to step up with this low share size, the money that we need. So, but this is a safe way to control, you know, managing the position. Looking for a bigger recoil than getting close to where I would want to take advantage. I'll take that if we get it. There we go. So that got me 33 bucks. So we're slowly climbing and it was very, very safe. I never felt in danger. I was ready to add up here, you know. So see if we get up there again. Again, I'm going to play the recoil down, thinking at any point we have a better chance. I don't feel it's going to go shoot up straight up. I think it's going to step up. But I do think there's a possibility it could shoot straight down real quick and then start its process back up again. That's why I'm doing this short bias recoil. I'm looking for kind of a punch high, then wait for it to recoil, hoping that I get a big dip at one point and I suddenly, instead of 10 bucks, it's 50 bucks, you know. So, because I just don't see a shooting up movement like that on the long movement up. Does that make sense? Just from years and years and years of watching this stuff, this is what seems to happen. Again, it's never always, you know. You kind of get I hate to say a feel, but intuition is based on what you're seeing and you can't articulate. That's all intuition is. So you're going to get your own intuition for this. Yeah, I'm not going to go long off this, guys. I missed the short there. I was kind of waiting for it to punch closer to that. That was 23. I should have grabbed it there. I was talking. I was telling you my strategy as I didn't do my strategy. But this would have been a way better, bigger move. I probably would have already got out for a profit here. Yeah. It's not exactly flying down here, but it's I don't really want to see it stair step down, but you know, because then it gets harder to call. But let's see. Plenty of time. We're at the 151 is holding it now, right? But if you go in long, get ready to hold it all the way down to the tweezer, maybe into the VWAP. You know, make sure you're capable with your position size that you can you ride that move down, then maybe jump in for half your share size as it wakes its way back up, assuming it will do that. Wow, so that's a good reversal sign to go long, and the fact that it's at the 151, that was calling to me to ride that up, that doji rickshaw man. So definitely it looks like that's going to be a bullish doji right there. Let's see if it ends up being one. It looks like it is at this point. Yep, so there was already 10 cents to be made, or $10 there. You're not making big money on these trades. It's lowered its targets now. It's kind of calming itself down. 18 long, 15 short. Okay, so now we're getting to the point where I can... Now this is going to probably punch a bit higher because of the way this has moved here, because it's made it a nice bull flag here. See, there's the pole, there's the flag. So if this closes green, and we're almost coming up to the 1 hour, this could really be a move up here. So it did close green. So I don't want to short until we get up into here. I'm going to play this a little cooler here. Now, it could drop off at the 1 hour. It could be a lot of profit taking too. So let's see if we can get up to at least that. There it goes. I'm going to take that. What did I get that at? Exactly at the 28. I wanted to, it's got 30 seconds to cross that 1 hour. So this is a calculated risk that it will fall rather than rise. That people will take profit. But if there's a lot of 1 hour traders jumping in right now, I called that wrong. I got 20 seconds to change my mind. It could jump up, but I'm ready to add to the share size. So that's why I'm thinking like, jump up, give me a better opportunity. So I tried to get out there for like $16. Didn't pick me up. There it goes. So $51. So now again, this could just fly. Okay, so it broke the 1 hour. What's going to happen? Yeah, it went down. That's more likely. That's what I thought was going to happen. That it was, probably should have held it longer, but I was freaking myself out here, going like, yeah, but it could just. Just worried about everybody, guys. Just worried about everybody. You want to call it right. I was right on, and was second guessing myself there, which is a very healthy attitude. We want healthy attitudes. What did your mama say? The simple plan. Remember that song? Simple plan. Mama told me. I will not sing. Right. Believe it or not, I did used to sing. I used to, when I grew up in the islands, I would run charters, and for entertainment, I would sing with the guitar. And that's some scary stuff, huh? All right. Okay, I gotta go for that. So that's at 51 now. So definitely a risk as it punched up here. It might be making a bigger move. I'm okay with it. Looking for a recoil back down to in this level down here, but it is making a bigger move that I might have to do my half share size up here. So there we go. Look at it go. I like it. 152. Just making sure there wasn't new news that I need to be aware of here that's going to make this thing go crazier than it was. So yeah, I'm in a risky move because I'm long biased and I'm playing retracement recoils. So, that's risky. Now I'm red. There goes all of my cushion, and I'm getting ready to add. If this goes back down through the 52, as it goes back down, I would tend to add. Yeah. So I went ahead and went in for more, getting ready to buy out. So now I'm at 51.73, waiting for a bigger retracement. Down, a recoil down, looking for a big recoil. 200 shares now. I am red now for the day on this stock anyway. I think I'm red for the day because I only have 21 on Tesla too. So that makes it more thrilling. More exciting, going for the bigger money. I would hesitate to hold Apple into a swing on a short, I have to tell you. But, I really want this stock to go up, just not right now. So, 70, 60 cents out of position roughly. Yeah, that looks strong going up still, so that's a little painful watching this. There we go. There we go.
Company had completed their initial Cardano purchase agreement.
So I'm way down here. My position is down here, 73. That's where I need it to go. Just so I don't lose track what I'm looking for. We're looking for a bigger drop, but the way the price action's moving, I'm not going to get too greedy on this. Yeah, I don't think I made any money there, right? Wasn't I at 50? Yeah, that I actually lost because I forgot to reset my share size there. So that was stupid. After all that, yeah, it was tempting to buy there, honestly. We haven't had our big fall yet, though, before it comes back up. 151 would be a buy for me, way down here. But right here, I'm scared to buy right here. Yeah, we got 50 bucks on this stock. What's Tesla doing? 43. 443 on Tesla right now. So it is now $12 up. Almost its entire ATR. AMD's going good. It's up to 160. So it's $3 up. Wow, it is stalling here, guys. I might go in. I'm going to go ahead and go in right there, right as it started to change its mind there. So I went in, I bought long on, I have a 251.74. I did not wait for the 251. I went in against my own recommendation, looking like it was going to turn back up there. And it did that to me. $15 still green. 5 is red now. That's because it just flipped to the 5, but plenty of time. Waiting for it to get back up there. Recoil. It's time we sell the ask as it goes up. I have been riding it short. MACD is sending it down now. And it's going to hurt me here. I would not add until down to the 250 range. Yeah, way down here. So I'm not going to get sucked into getting too many shares early here. On the way up, though, get more money as it breaks our level. Looking at, there's the 55. I need some more confirmation here. That's looking pretty good on an upward move there. There it goes. Yeah, I saw it happening. I decided not to get into it. So it's just too close to my position. So there's my position right there. Or I'm a penny off that position. So here it goes. Where's our magnet? Way down here. Okay. We're not gonna get greedy. If it gets up here, gives us a 10, 12, 15 bucks, somewhere in there. I should already be up into the 60s and 70s. The way that last trade went down was sucky, but consolidating, that's good. So it wasn't a big drop. It's just going to hold firm here. Really, it's holding at the 251.50 level. I'm just a bit above it on a long move here. Let's see here. Let me take a look at this volume back a few. So yeah, sellers beat out. The buyers started to come up, but it didn't break the seller's volume. So that's not very The scalp crow is basically saying that the sellers are stronger. They're a bit stronger. It shows it here on the risk oscillator as well, that it's more of a downward move still for a minute. So we'll have to hold this a little longer. It's very close to my position. 30 cents off position. If it came down here and started to turn around, I'd be more inclined to add than way up here. I'll be red down here. Yeah, it's about to turn me red. There it is. Yeah. So past the 9, it passed the 20. Okay, so it's now a painful trade. This was at 250.77. So 251 would have been a really good spot. It needs to be turning around here. So that 28 level is historical data, right? No, not really. Is that the 28 level? Oh yeah, that's nothing really. That used to be a high that it broke. So that's really not a level that I should be watching.
Senior White House officials said TikTok deal would move U.S. operations to new joint ventures.
Interesting here. So I'm looking more at the $0.50 mark there. So close to my position at that point. It's like, what's the point, you know? That's why you don't add a lot, because it has to be under really good conditions that you want to add. And it's risky, very risky to move your share size up. But since I started at only 25%, I look at it that way, like, well, no, I never even had my full position. It's a swing trade mentality that you scale into a position and then you can also scale out. I don't tend to do that with scalping. Momentum trading, scalping, I do scale out. Yes, and then I add, I scale out, then add, and that's a different kind of trading with hotkeys. So let me know what stocks you traded today, guys, and how you did. If you're just following what I'm doing, or if you've got a different stock that did really well, it would be great for all of us to see it. Even if you're on a sim, let us know how you're doing. Give me some feedback. Come on, get back up there. Don't play these reindeer games down here. Looking at the 251 area to add, because then I could get out if it starts to just stay in this area. I want to have opportunities on the recoil to get out. It takes a chance, of course, if it continues to drop, but that's right near the beginning of the open at that point. If you keep going down, so open down here at 48. So we're not that far off that's the thing about Apple. We're not moving like Tesla, like many dollars, I might hit this without turning around, guys, just to get me a better position, knowing I could go full share size still on the turnaround. So I'm looking at a 251. Missed it. I've already been out of that, but if I grabbed that was a real spike off that. It didn't hit the 51. Yeah, got down to 10 cents. Yeah.
White House officials said full list of investors not yet finalized. Oracle, Silver Lake are among the investors. Senior White House officials on China and TikTok deal said we feel confident China has approved the deal.
They're coming down again. looking at the 251 level, for me anyway, to add without confirmation that it's turning around, just to get more shares in the mix.
Confident regulatory hurdles will move forward from China on the TikTok deal.
Boy, it is stalling there, huh? It keeps hitting the same level before 251. I hate that it's below my position. I'm missing trades here, so that's kind of want to see if we can go do something at Tesla to make the money faster here. It's got me stuck here again. That's the one thing about Apple, that it's just a bit slow, so can't make our money. It's coming back up to the position finally. If you got all day, you can just hang out and wait for these moves and make good money, I have other trading sessions I go to, but trying to get us up to our goal of 150 while I'm here live with you guys on a very small share size. Nice consolidating pattern going on here. I'm just out of it slightly. That's my position. That's not a resistance. It's just my position. So, well, I mean, really, it is right at a 5-minute tweezer move, a little bit below it, but
Senior White House officials on U.S. government and TikTok deal. No U.S. government selected board member or voting share.
What stock is TikTok? Why do you keep talking about that? Why is it? What stocks is TikTok affecting? I don't understand what stocks. Why it would be news that they'd want. I mean, it is government news is on too, I guess, but it's just overall just a great feeling for those that are. Social media platform will keep going, and so many entrepreneurs on that platform. It could be why he says it, I guess. Well, no, there are like 4 investors they named this morning for the TikTok deal, but China still hasn't weighed in. Like, what are they getting out of this? So I'm finally green. I will go out on the ask on this, waiting for a bigger climb here.
Regarding the TikTok deal, senior White House official says we're looking for investors who will bring value.
Well, I could have got out for even money and gone over to Tesla. So that's what I should start thinking about now. Second, I take a tiny profit, it's going to soar up. Have I been burned a few times? Yeah, maybe. Let's take a look at Tesla so I don't have to see how much money I would have just made a second ago. All right. So, yes, I did do that. Look at that, guys. Oh, don't do that. Why is it doing that? It's not letting me pull in on the... There it is. Okay, there's the 5-minute that it won't let me zoom in on. Let me zoom in on the 1 minute, though, where I'm really trading and where it really matters more anyway. All right, got to look at that. Scalp Pro meter. We're out of the range of the even and half dollars now. So I could move those. I probably should. I'm going to move those. Just because I care more about it on this stock. 442.
White House officials on TikTok deal will still be necessary paperwork and approvals to approve deal on both sides.
This is a stupid story he keeps reading because there's nothing is happening with it.
May need an export license regarding China and the TikTok deal.
Seriously, dude, give us some real news. That's not helping us trade, day trade.
May need U.S. antitrust review.
$141.50 seems to have a break there, a stop there. It's been all the way up to, I mean, not 141, 441. It's been all the way up to 444, so we are kind of at a good pullback area here unless it really fades. So there's the top of the ATR. That's its entire range it was supposed to go. That would be an area that's more inclined to get in. Let me get back down to 50 shares. Be careful with this. Remember, this is moving dollars at a time, so be careful. $441 even. I would look at $441 even to go long. It is on a big downward thing, though, so I'm second guessing this. I haven't taken enough time to really think about this, so this could be a much bigger drop. So I held off on that for a minute. Let me get some more data here. Magnet. See if this magnet pulls down. See this is a lot of people right here. Liquidity pool. So if this pulls down, then this is going to drive it down like a hammer. Yeah, there it goes. So I don't want to get in it yet. More confirmation that this isn't stopped, or go short with it. You know, it's hard to go short when you see something like that, like on a 5-minute that goes straight up. Did end up holding it. That's the ATR level, guys. That's why you mark them out. There's a great script that does that I have a link to. Has the, yeah, that would have been a great, it's almost $1 profit right there. Boom. Was that the turnaround, or should we keep retracing this down? 442, it stalled. Just want to really watch this a little longer here before I just jump in. Sellers didn't make it to the top. It's always something to think about when you're watching these on the Scout Pro. Like there was a lot of sellers, but they weren't out of control, you know, on that last one. So now the buyers are less than the sellers, but they were near the top, signifying a continued move, and it is continuing. Now, a lot of people will say marking levels on a 1-minute chart is useless. I do not agree, as I'm sure you've seen. But I like the $1.5 dollar ones as really good guidelines because that's trading with the crowd. So it was up $1.50 from here. So it's like $75 if I got in at that level and shorted it. Magnet just pulled up, sending it up still. Time is it? Yeah. I know time is a waste, and I thought we'd get some quick money here, but I'm stalling on the moves. I still think this is the ticket if you can get any. You should be able to get some up to 200 shares in PDT here. Is that still true? Now that the price has gone up so much? Yeah, you should be able to get 200 shares, right? So,
Muslim says Congress has recognized the value of central bank independence and protected against political dominance. There is more awareness and debate.
Man, there must be no news.
That from the St. Louis Fed president. Senior White House official regarding TikTok deal says expect ByteDance to sign a framework agreement with investors.
Any more senior White House officials about TikTok? Give me a break. I'm turning down his volume a little bit. It's distracting because I turned him down. All right. I'm more inclined to go short if it gets up here to the 43. Let's see if it bounces up there. It's recoiling, like 15 to 25 cents. So it went long is all the way down here to 30 or 442 even, really. All right, I'm going to go in right at that level long. I went long. Tried to get something going here. It's a small trade if it takes me out at 61. Seriously, that was really cheap. That was really, wow. Oh my God. That was really a bad fill that it only picked up 7 of my shares on that swale up. There it goes. The next hit should hit it. Boom. There it goes. Okay. So I was about to flatten that move if it did the same shenanigans again, cancel order then flatten, because I had such a weird share size. But I finally read the action enough on the level 2 to take a small retracement there and went long. But what do we have here for this? There we go. So I'm only 96 bucks up. That's terrible. All right. Let's get some more money here, Charlie. I mean, 96 bucks, that's 2,200 a month or whatever. We obviously want to do better than that here. Okay, so here we go. So that broke that level. And I need to really reassess here before I just go short on that. Right near the high now. Very, very near the high. There's our high right there, which is marked by this level. The market magnet takes care of that for us. It's hitting the market magnet. I didn't go short right away because of the strength of that move. It had a very strong pattern there on the 1 minute as we broke the last 5 minute. So everything's green across the board. So be careful retracing this, guys. It could hit you. Could suddenly make like a $3 climb, and then you're out of the price action for a long time. Yeah, that made it harder to call. So that just delayed my entire trading. So now I'm just kind of stuck here. I need like a red candle or some price action that shows a downward move a bit before I just go in. There's the 44. We need 44, 44, right at that level. There it goes. Wow. I am tempted to short right there, I got to tell you. 60, that would have given me 30 cents. Man, huh? It's a risk for sure. I'm looking at it swale down. There's 25 cents if I had grabbed it. People could really be jumping on this strong, so tend to want to go long on a pullback here, 44.50. So it's very risky to chase this up. Yeah, when it's changing its patterns, it's changed. See, I should have gone short. I was just like, I don't know. I think I want to go long right there. It's just it hasn't pulled back yet. It's changing its stripes right now, so it's a little harder to call. We need it to settle down. 444, I'd go long. 444 even now, which used to be our high that we were looking for. I'll try that. Got it. Looking for a recoil back up. Retesting back up at the higher level. It's going the wrong way. No danger of trying to sell out of this move or anything. I'm not concerned about that yet. Yeah, so playing the short would have been the way to go. It was so strong. I backed off from it. Again, the only indicator we really have here is the market magnet, because we're not getting crossovers because we have such a high trend. That's why it's dangerous to trade a consolidating strategy, a scalping strategy that's based on consolidation when you're trending. Then you switch to its trending strategy, and then you're kind of getting lost. What are you actually doing here, So I'm just started to read the level 2 is what I started to do. We need these moving averages to get up here so we can get some crossovers for the MACD, buy-sell oscillator. I am not overly convinced this is going to go up very far up, so I kind of want to ride it short as it goes, get out and go short as it goes up. It was a little bit. That was not a great trade there, because I had $15 and it went down to like $7.50. So this is just ridiculously slow. You could raise the share size, to half share size, but this is a slower, steadier, more guaranteed way to make money, I don't think I'm going to make the 150 live with you guys because I've got to switch sessions. But I'll give you an update. Maybe take another trade here and see if we can get a little bit bigger move. We can capture one of these ranges here. I mean, this is this is 50 cents really, right? 53 down to, that's $1 actually. That's $1 candle right there. Be nice to catch that. That'd be $50. We'd have our goal. So, and this one here from the spike, 44.92 all the way down to 43, another $1 right there. If I rode the whole thing, I tend to just take $20 or $15 as I see it. Look at that rickshaw man forming. It's a sign that this is going to go break a little higher here. So let's see if it does that. That's the sign it's giving me. If you just looked at the 15-minute, it's nothing but net straight up. 5-minute did its pullback, and now it's nice and strong up here. So this confirmed the rickshaw man that it was going up. So on the 45, on the 445 up there, right by near its high, I would go short, but it didn't let me get there. So 444 is a long, but really I'd rather wait till it gets down here, 443.70-ish, to go try to ride that long. But it is definitely going up today. You could just buy it and watch it go up, right? I mean, that's another way to trade this. You just got to have, nerves of steel with your share size. And that's where I got in before, and it broke down from there. So I waited a beat here. 95. Oh, that would have been a good trade already. It's recoiling like up to 20 cents here, so you can just catch them and you get a trade, Catch the low, it goes up 20 cents, get out, buy the bid, sell the ask. Our volume's dropped a lot, as you can see. $77 on the ask, 83.98. Let me try that. Tried to get it on the 98, canceling. It took too long to pick me up. That was the high I tried to get it at, actually. That would have been great, huh? Didn't pick me up, though. I don't think market would have given me anywhere near that. I know, I'm overtime. Okay, so we're just trying to get one more move in here, guys. Let's see. Hope whatever stock you guys are trading, you're doing good. This is scalping. This is day trading. This is trading off historical data and the $1.50 trading with the crowd, reading the price action, and then making your moves quickly. And knowing how to manage your position is what I'm showing you a lot. There, I finally got picked up. Now, did I want to? Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because it dropped, right? It dropped big drop. 43 even or just below 43, I would add to my position. Let's hope we don't blow our whole day here. Got a little cocky there.
Reliance Group shares are halted again at the highs now.
Okay, so now we're in trouble here. So we're waiting for it to break back to the 43, and I would add if it does. If it breaks up, there it goes. So it was a chance for sure. Taking a chance that it's going to break up now. Hit the magnet, turned around. Now I'm in this trade a little longer, Charlie, unfortunately. So which is what always happens to these guys. I overstay here. Well, we had over $100 there a minute ago. Here we go. Let's get up there. Come on. You were making a move up. Come on. This is not a time for a pullback. We want to get back up there. Green on the trade, not on the day. Now with 100 shares, you'll see this move much quicker. And we do want to try to hold into this move if we can, if it reverses, so we can make our day's goal on this trade. That's my idea. That's why I doubled in. It definitely took a chance because it wasn't really forming a reversal yet. It's just always what goes down must go up, what goes up must go down. Trading the large cap, if you can stomach the potential loss, you usually get a recovery. Usually, not always. And it doesn't take long usually either. Yeah, pull back, please. Don't pull the magnet down. Pull back. Okay, there's a reversal on a rickshaw man. So we're making a bullish rickshaw man if this continues. We want a bullish rickshaw man here, not a bearish. And then we should get a pop-up. We need this to turn green. It has 40 seconds to turn green, to stay green. It'll also change the 5-minute green over here too. First red on the 15. Not good. Stop playing games. Oh my God, stop doing that. After all this hard work, you make me go through this. It's definitely consolidating for a reversal here. We've got 15 seconds for it to turn everything green and make everybody happy and go up. 12 seconds. 3 seconds. There it goes. So turn green. There we go. Now people are going to pop in. And I'm going long. Let me just make sure I've got my position here. It's going to start stair-stepping back up. That's what we want. Don't do that business. Sometimes I feel like the candlesticks don't listen to me. Have you noticed that? I'm like, this is not in the brochure. That guy on YouTube said, when that goes green, you jump in the next one and you make money. Every time. That's how it works. Now buy my course. Oh, for God's sakes. Here we go. It's going to make me dig out. With that in mind, I'm thinking I don't want to take a huge loss here because I want to get to some other sessions here, and I don't want to. I can dig out of this pretty quick if I keep it reasonable here right now, I think I'm barely red for the day. Now I'm green for the day again. It's just like I can't keep fading on me, or I'm going to have to get out. So I'm just talking to myself, thinking about it. But it's back for a green day anyway on this. Maybe this is going to be its move. It looks pretty good actually right now. So yeah, let's see a punch. The sellers didn't make it to the top. The buyers right before that did. Scalping indicator definitely shows a stronger move up. We've got more target down, but that's basically because of that big candle. Nope, it didn't do it. It was going to punch it, but then it slowed down again. We'd like to keep that 5-minute green over here. It needs to be where it opened, which is like in this area here. It has to go back up there to, yeah, it's got to go back up to 43 area. There it goes. Turn the 5-minute green again. What stock are they trading today on that? They're trading Tesla anyway. Okay, so you can just watch what I'm doing here then. There we go. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. Quit threatening and do. If you invested $100 in Tesla 10 years ago, you would have this much. Is that a teaser? That's like this fish is this big. My God, it keeps toying with just below my position. Come on, guys. My position's right at that gray line, just a hair below it. That's the 50-cent mark. Here we go. Now let's get us a big enough move where I actually make some money on this trade. You've made me suffer. Now come on. Tempted to go full position down here, guys, just so we can bank out for more money at a lower top here, because it's consolidating and stopping here. So it is calling to me to get out of this trade so I can get over there with the large share size. Yeah, it's definitely toying with me to get out here, but it's if it flushes, then it could be a big money, because you got a tweezer way down here. That's way down at 440, so that could be, suddenly, $600 or something. So I wouldn't let it go that far. Is it going to stop there again? There it goes again. If I picked it up, I would almost be out of the position now. So you go back and forth thinking like, oh, I just grab it down there, I'm out, as it swells back up. 88, there it goes again, like toying with me. If it goes back up there, guys, I might take a lesser loss just so we can move on if it gets back up into my green area up in here for the day. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now you're really, that was interesting. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going for the big move. Don't advise it. I don't advise it. I'm going for the big move, guys. So look out. Look out. I got 200 shares. Look out. It could hurt me big time here. Don't do this at home. This was a desperation just to get out of the trade is why I did this mostly. It's just get out. Either get to your max loss you want to lose on this, or get a profit enough where you can get out. That was $18 down on the trade. Green for the day, but how much slippage would it have given me? There you go. Then it just hit a big dip there. So this account won't support me going higher, which is probably a good thing. So on the next swale up, guys, I might just get out for a lesser loss for the day. I mean, for this one trade. That was close to taking it. I'm at 09 now. Oh, wow, it can break that. Come on, it's going to break that. Look at it swale up. Come on. There it goes, 25 cents green. Oh, come on. You're making a big move. You're about to make a big move. That's why I didn't jump out. Come on. Oh, man, I could have got out for a profit there. Looked like it was really going to go for a second. Again, it looks like it's really pushing up here, so I'm looking for a bigger move now. I'm getting greedy, a little greedy. Oh, man. Kicking myself for not taking that trade. I just thought it was done doing its little business here and was about to break back up. Definitely looked like it from that pattern. Now I'm being held hostage. It's almost 15 minutes into the other session. And will it slip on the market when I get out here? How much will it slip? That is an absolute upward sign there, but it's just not going up. And that is an absolute that this should go up right here. Absolute. That's a bad word to use, but oh, man, to tell you, everything showed it to break up when it hit this 15-minute, and it didn't do it. You just can't count on stuff, man. You just can't count on it. I'm whining. I had it green there. Those of you that can wait it out, I think it will be green here. That's my call, but I have to go, so I really got to get out of this trade. I'd like to at least get back to where we started on this trade, even money if nothing else. And that's not a good sign. Yeah, the data showed it going up when I could have got out for a profit, and I didn't take it because the data said it was going to go up. I should have just taken the profit. You just never know 100% on these things, and this coming in below the magnet's not good. So it just keeps fading more here. It could fade, the rest of the day maybe. Who knows, right? Oh boy. All right, so I do have to get out because it's too much of a loss to recover. I'm going to give this another beat or two and see if it's still going to fade or if it's going to recoil. This is going to be a loss on the stream, guys. Of course, you saw that I could have taken a victory. Does that mean anything? Just more pain adding on here, more pain. Come on. So I'm about $1 off of the position. Is that what it is? 243. 200 shares. That's why. It's a little less than oh, no, there it is. Yeah, $1 off the position. I already had money. That's why. So it's just getting worse. Yeah, I'm going to get out. All right. Well, that hurt. Wow, it slipped in my favor. It's like, but yeah. Oh, and here it goes. I got out. So stay in, guys. All right. Well, sorry it ended up bad. I'm going to recover. I'll give you an update, but I'm going to go over for big money. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys did better than I did on that last trade. You took your profit as it came up, and I hung on. And I will see you guys tomorrow. All right. Good luck out there. Go green.